So Scottie's taking more shots at Michael Jordan. In other news, the sky is blue and the grass is green. What is Scottie talking about this time?
In a new pop commercial. Yeah, it's for Mr. Pibb, which is the runner-up to Dr. Pepper, and it plays on
Both
Mr.
of them
Pibb
are terrible.
being kind
They
of second
taste like
fiddle to
burgundy.
the soda, much like Pippen was to Jordan.
Something has been considered second best for so long, we just blindly accept it as gospel.
A decades-long plot built on marketing, social media.
Multi-part documentaries.
Pibb took that personally.
Yeah, I said it. Pip is a GOAT.
It's Pibb.
Don't correct me.
A decades-long plot. All right, so we're going to look at this in a number of ways. We're going to play the numbers game. We're going to look at on the court. We're going to look at narrative surrounding the greatest tandem of all time. But people forget that because Scottie Pippen keeps running his mouth. Let's just get into it, man.
I'm tired of being humble. I'm tired of letting people think they got a chance. This is my show. This is my camera. I run it. Oh!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Outside the Playbook. I want to point something out. Scottie Pippen is one of the greatest players of all time. One of the greatest small forwards of all time. We can make the case that he may be top 7, top 6, somewhere in that neighborhood at his position. All right, so let's not act like he's not great. Let's not pretend that he's not one of the best of all time on both sides of the basketball, especially defense. This is his resume, okay? Hall of Famer, 7-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA, 6-time champ, 10 times All-Defense. He was on the 50th team. He was on the 75th team, okay? Scottie Pippen is one of the all-time greats. We don't know that because he keeps saying stupid things. Let's move on to the next point because now we're talking about Scottie Pippen without Michael Jordan in his career, Michael Jordan before and after Scottie Pippen, okay? This is what it looks like. These are the numbers, okay? So we're just not making up things, all right? Scottie was great, or Scottie's one of the best ever. Michael Jordan's also great. And together, they gave you 6 championships. Why is this a problem to believe that one is better than the other? One was the best, one was second best. Everybody has a hard time accepting this. Okay, this is getting weird. It's been weird for a long time. Let's move on, okay? Because he said he's greater than the guy we call the greatest. So the numbers should at least point to that in some way, shape, or form. These are Scottie's career numbers. I'm not seeing greatest of all time. 16, 5.2 assists, 6.4 rebounds, 47, 33, 70 splits. Now, mind you, he doesn't just think he's better than Michael Jordan. He thinks he's better than LeBron. He thinks he's better than Kobe. So when you hear this video, I need you to understand, this ain't just about Jordan fans. This ain't just about this is about all 3 groups. All right, so pay close attention. When I click this next screen, it's not about having more, okay? It's about where we're starting at in this conversation. It should lead us somewhere that says Scottie Pippen is better than Michael Jordan, okay? Having more does not mean you're the greatest. What it means is there's a point for you in this conversation versus the other guy. Right now, point goes to Michael Jordan. You see it, 30 points. 5 assists, 6.2 rebounds, 49, 33, 84 splits, right? Okay, that's Michael Jordan's career. This next screen is because I initially chose before Scottie Pippen and after Scottie Pippen. That is year 1, 2, and 3, and then the Wizards years for discussing Michael Jordan without Scottie Pippen. In their careers, Jordan played 59 games. On the same roster as Scottie, but Scottie didn't play due to injury or whatever else, right? The reason I chose those years is because Scottie's numbers were in his prime. These are Michael Jordan's prime years without Scottie Pippen. 32.9, 5.27 and a half, and 53% from the field. That's a large sample size. That's almost 60 games, okay? Almost 60 games. Scottie played 480 without Mike. Mike played 300 and something. So this is a 60-game sample size in his prime. Okay, so now we're saying Michael Jordan was still a really great basketball player, one of the best we've ever seen without Scottie Pippen on the court. Fair assumption. Here's where the problem comes in, because we seem to think this is where we debunk the fact that Jordan was the greatest, where we debunk the fact that Jordan was better than Scottie. Michael Jordan was 1-9 before Scottie Pippen was drafted. This is a fact. They lost 3-1 to Milwaukee, 3-0 to Boston, 3-0 to Boston. Here's the issue. This is first 3 years of Michael Jordan's career. The Chicago Bulls were never 500. First of those matchups with Boston, Chicago was 30-52. No business being in the playoffs, but they were. Okay, so let's go with that. Boston was 126-38 across 2 seasons. That's like 2007 Bron going against the 2015 Warriors. What is that going to look like in the playoffs? We already know, okay? So that it had nothing to do with Scottie Pippen. Had nothing to do with Michael Jordan's inability to win or be successful in the playoffs. Nothing to do with that, because before Scottie Pippen was even a starter on the team, Jordan was still going crazy in the playoffs. All right, so let's move on to the next point. The Bulls won 55 games and lost 4-2 in the Eastern Conference semifinals without Michael Jordan on the roster. So you still had the championship core of Pippen, Grant, and B.J. Armstrong. Then you add in Kukoc, Steve Kerr, and Luke Longley. 3 individuals that would contribute to your next 3 championships, right? So why wouldn't your team be really, really good, even if you still have a superstar on your roster and Scottie Pippen? That is expected. Here's where I have a problem. There's the assumption that they didn't need Mike to come back. They were 26-29, and they were going to miss the playoffs at one point before Mike came back. They go 8 out of 10. They get themselves back into a rhythm. Now they're 34-31. They're fighting off the 7th seed. Okay? That's what they were like before Jordan came back. They win 13 of final 17 games. Now they finish 47-35. It looks a little bit different. Looks like they didn't really need Mike. And then you dive into it and find out they were having an up and down season. Now let's talk about something else. Okay? Because this is what's so mind-boggling about this situation. It'd be weird if any other player did this to a superstar of Michael Jordan's caliber. Jordan, on numerous occasions, said that he wasn't going to have success to the magnitude that he did without Scottie Pippen.
Another support system, another partner in the game of basketball like Scottie Pippen. He was a pleasure to play with.
What a show the Bulls are putting on here. Pippen right back to Jordan.
He helped me so much in the way that I approached the game, the way I played the game. Whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they should speak Scottie Pippen. When everybody says, well, I won all these championships, but I didn't win without Scottie Pippen. And, that's why I consider him my best teammate of all time.
The MVP award. Can you describe what you were thinking and what your emotions were then?
When I was here before I retired, I overshadowed Scottie a lot. And he didn't get the recognition that he truly, truly deserved. You know what I mean? And he's matured since I've been around, and when I stepped away, he matured even more because he understood what I was shelving him from. The pressure and the press and the expectations that he had to deal with being a star. And when I'm back, he shouldn't get any less of an attention than if I was gone. And when I won the MVP, and I would hold true to my word, I would take the trophy. He can have the car. I'm going to make sure he gets the car. Because he's like a little brother to me, and he's prospered and he's moved along. And, from a financial standpoint, from a contract standpoint, he's locked in. And he very deserving of the same $30 million, 30, whatever I get in the next coming year.
Now, let's talk about a couple of narratives. Scottie, if you're better than Michael Jordan and Michael Jordan leaves, you should be the one taking the final shot. No, you didn't take the final shot. They gave the ball to Tony Kukoc, not once but twice. That's why you threw a temper tantrum. because you realize they don't think I'm the guy. So if everything around you is telling you you're not the guy, then you're not the guy. That's just the way it works in the game of basketball. No Michael Jordan. I'm the actual GOAT according to me. So if I go to the Houston Rockets, I should be the #1 option, or maybe the second option. So I'm going to another team where I'm not the first or second option. I'm the third option, but I'm saying I'm greater than the greatest of all time, allegedly. Okay, let's move on. Portland Trail Blazers. I'm going to Portland, a team that's never been anything, and I'm also going to a team with multiple young players. I should be the de facto #1 option. Wait, Rasheed Wallace? Steve Smith. So I'm the third option, sometimes the fourth option. So I'm not the greatest of all. You see how this plays out? Whether Michael Jordan is there or not, you're not the best player on the team. Whether Michael Jordan is there or not, there's certain factors that come into play that lets you know you're not the guy. Not in the public eye and not on the basketball court. You're great. All time. Legendary. But you keep having this fixation with Michael Jordan like he's the problem for how you're viewed. You're doing it to yourself, #1. And #2, the situations you found yourself in, you were not the #1 option then either. So this can't just be a vendetta against Michael Jordan. Now, was Scottie a great offensive player? Not great, but he was good. Was Scottie a great defender? Yes, one of the best we've ever seen. Was Michael Jordan a great offensive player? Yes, arguably the best we've ever seen. Was Michael Jordan a great defender? Yes. On ball, he was elite. Off the ball, one of the best we've ever seen. So both of these players combined make up the greatest tandem, 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals. That's not acceptable because Scottie Pippen is portraying this idea that Mike did everything in his power to hold Scottie back, to diminish Scottie. We just seen that was not the case. So what are we actually talking about? Are we talking about credit? Are we talking about love and adoration? Maybe if you didn't say things that didn't sound absolutely ridiculous, we would give you the respect that you think you deserve. And quite frankly, I went through your resume. You do deserve the respect that you want, but you're the reason you're not getting it. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments. Is Scottie Pippen better than Michael Jordan?